And welcome back, Helldivers. It looks like we've successfully completed that last mission. There was no doubts there. It was pretty clean. We pushed through. It was super fast. We lost a strategic opportunity. That's probably because Arrowhead likes to throw those at us to kind of degrade how the major order is going. Sometimes we were going way too fast for them, it seemed like. So they wanted to throw that strategic opportunity in there to pull some forces away, slow down that actual invasion. But then we also successfully defended both Hellmire and the target planet. Right? So great job by everybody actually jumping in there and helping knock out that major order. It's always refreshing to move fronts from bugs over to automatons and see something different. But now we have a new major order over here on the Illuminate front, right, trying to upgrade the DSS so we can take the DSS into the Gloom finally, and maybe then we would finally be able to take over maybe Oshani. Notionally, we would have liked to try to take that before the Rupture Strain comes back, because that is definitely an increase in difficulty. But we do need to take a few planets en route to Carlia. Two of those planets are going to be buffer planets, essentially preventing the Illuminate from directly taking Carlia while the DSS gets those upgrades. However, to get to those major order planets, we will have to planet hop to get over there. So it looks like our forces already have the DSS on Alamac 7. Alright, this is going to get us over to the major order planets. We're doing a pretty solid job on this. There are some cities in there, so expect this to jump up quite rapidly. But then we can get to Alaraf. Look at the Helldivers companion app. It's a low in resistance rate still. And then I think next we should actually go for Hydrobius. A lot of people online are saying to go straight for Carlia. I think Hydrobius, because then Carlia is completely separated, and as we've seen with a few other planets lately, that's going to drop it to a negative 0.5, right? And looking at the Helldivers companion app, it's at a 0.22 right now, so that's almost a 0.72 swing in the positive direction for us. So I think we should take that avenue, right? And then of course we're going to have to defend Hellmire over here on the bug front. Probably if we are moving quickly through the major order, they're going to throw a defense at Hellmire coming from Oshani, so there's not going to be like any kind of gambit opportunity, more than likely, because there's no way we would liberate Oshani in 24 hours just looking at that, right? But that's what's going on over here in the squid front. Now this is one of my favorite loadouts to play on the squids, right? Any kind of really any primary weapon. I prefer the Halt, but I don't have it unlocked on my PC. I do have it on the PlayStation. I like the Halt just to stun the call-in units, right, and any of the flying overseers. Gas grenade, however, lately it seems like you can't blow up the dropships with those. Thermites will, with the shield up still. But these are the stratagems that I like to take. I prefer the heavy machine gun. You'll see a lot of people running out the standard machine gun. Anything medium pennant and up will kill literally any Illuminate unit outside of the Leviathan, but you can avoid those just by looking at your operation modifiers when you're picking a mission. But I like the heavy machine gun itself just for how fast it can drop the flesh mobs and the harvesters if you're hitting the weak points on the harvester especially. I prefer warp pack just so I can move quickly from the horde. I tend to just ignore them for a large part. And then 500 just because even with the shields up, it's a quick, easy kill on a lot of their bases, right? Or at least taking out one or two drop ships inside one of the bases. Clearing out some of the smaller groups, largely, it's not very reliable against harvesters, however. But you have the heavy machine gun for that, and the ultimatum if you're able to nail it directly on them. And lastly, I'd like to take the gas orbital strike, again, just to control the battlefield and prevent the Voltless from swarming me too much, but I have also succeeded in swapping that out with some kind of sentry or an orbital, so I can just drop it on a medium or a heavy base and just move on to the next objective just to keep moving. It really, especially in city maps, if you keep moving, you're able to block the line of sight of the elevated overseers and they quickly get negated. Same with the rest of the units. You can just outrun all of them. I like to do gas heavy. Sometimes I'll take a gas guard dog in place of the warp pack just to keep flesh mobs off of me, the whole Voltless mob off of me, so I can focus on the real pain mobs, which are going to be the not the Banshees. I'm still thinking of Halo terms here, but their strafing runs, their harvesters, and the elevated overseers are the ones that I primarily target first to clear the path for everybody else. But I look forward to seeing you guys on the Illuminate front, and hopefully we get yet another major order knocked out successfully. If you like this stuff, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the war front.